Hi, when it comes to wallpapering rooms, doing the flat walls aren't too much of a problem. It's when you've got a situation like this, where you've got a patio door frame to go around, or windows, and you've got these reveals that come around like this. That's when it gets a bit tricky. So what I want to show you on this video is how to negotiate these reveals and get an invisible join in the paper up through here. So what I've done first of all is I've done a mark here which is halfway between those 2 points to plan out my starting point with the wallpapering. So what I'm going to do now is get my roll of wallpaper, put it so the middle point is in the centre of that paper, and just do a mark there. Then move the wallpaper along like this and do another mark there. Then move it across again and do my mark there. So that's where I'm going to have to do a straight line down through here, so that my first piece of paper will come down through there. And I know on the other end of the wall it will be exactly the same, so it'll be symmetrical on each side. So I'm going to go ahead now and do my plumb line down the wall. Okay, so to do my vertical line on the wall, I'm going to be using this, the old plumb bob, to do it. You can also use a spirit level, but I just prefer using this plumb bob. So what I'm going to do is I've already got my mark on the wall there, so I'm going to put my end of the string on that mark and let the weight go down the wall like that, and just stop it moving with my fingers like that. So now I know it's straight. Now I'm going to get the pencil and do some marks just under the string, like this. You'll need about 6 or 7 of these little marks. So where I've done the last one, I'm going to put my thumb there. So now I can step off my hop up and do a couple more marks. There we go. So now I've got my straight line marked on the wall, ready to go. So now I'm going to go and cut my first piece of wallpaper and paste it up, ready to hang. Right, that's me wallpaper pasted up. I've already taken 2 of the brackets off, which hold up the vertical blind, and I've marked them with matches, so that when I put the paper over it'll pop through and mark where the brackets have got to go back. Now then, the paper itself, I've made it 10 centimetres longer than the wall, which is 4 inches, so I've got some for trimming. Right, and I've folded it in 2, as you can see, it's into the middle. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to release the top by just lowering it onto my foot, like that, to take the weight. And lift this up, allow that to overlap the trimming, get it on that vertical line, down through there. So the little dots I've already done on the wall, I'm making sure that this edge is right against those dots. Now I'll get my hanging brush and just smooth it out, like that. Pull that back a bit to release the tension and give it a good hard smack under there to get it in tight across there. Now I can release the bottom section of the paper, so I lift it up, hold it flat against the wall, and then just pull it from the centre down like that. And then just double check it's still on those lines, which it is. Then brush it down through there. Lift it up. And get it in nice and tight there. Right, so now I'm just going to mark where this corner is before I do the little cut. So I do a little mark there on the corner of the wall. and lift it up and do a cut up to it. And I do a further little snip on each side, like that, which will in a minute allow it to bend round the corner. Now I need to sort out the top of the paper. I'll come back to this again in a minute. Right, now I'm going to trim the top. I'm going to be using a snap-off blade trimming knife and a little metal straight edge there. If you notice, I've got the blade quite far out on here. I've got 4 little notches out for doing the trimming. Right, hold the blade like that. Keep the knife at a low angle against the ceiling coving. Pull. Move the straight edge like that to the end. And these bits, fold them over on themselves like that so they don't stick to the floor. Now, what I'm going to do now, that point there, on that corner, I'm going to mark it on the paper. So just there, just going to do a little dot on the paper. And I'm going to do a little cut from there down to there. Like that. That little curvy cut. Now I'm going to do my trimming on the bottom now. When you cut the bottom, cut underneath the straight edge here. Move it along. Like that. And that piece. Put them together. And now we should find this flap here should bend neatly around the window reveal, like this. Like that. I'm just going to get my hanging brush now and just smooth that out like that. I can trim this bottom piece like that before out. There we go. That's that one done. Make sure it's nice and tight on that corner, all the way up. Now I'm just going to trim this little flap off here. There we go. Okay, so that's the first piece up now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the next piece here and bend it round. Now I'm just going to get a piece to match against the edge of that and paste it up. And I'll be back to put that piece up. Okay, I've pasted up my next piece, ready to go. I made sure it matched and added a bit extra for waste. While it was soaking this piece of paper, I had this piece just back from the wall a bit, like that, because I don't want this flap to stick hard against the wall yet at this stage, because when I do the splice bit, that will be coming off. So, get my next piece, get it to match on the existing piece, like that. Lovely. Smooth it out. the old hanging brush. Tap that in there. So this piece, when it goes round, it's going to pop through that match bit. Like that. Get it tight on that corner. Can trim the top now. That bit done. Flip it over. And that bit under there. That bit up. Nicely done. Okay. So now that leaves this part here to sort out, which is where I'm going to do the splice down through here. So now I need to get another piece that will match down through here. So I'm going to make a piece that will come down to about here, so it'll allow it to go underneath. So I'm going to go and chop that off now, so you better see what I'm actually going to do next. Right, so we're doing this splice bit here next to sort this section out. So what I've done is I've cut off a piece of paper that matches on the edge there and overlaps that side, and I've allowed enough which will go underneath there when I've cut to that corner. Okay, so I'm going to go and paste this piece up now, ready for doing the splice. Right, so I've pasted this next piece of paper, ready to put on the wall to overlap this piece here. So I've got like this, get it to match on the edge. So it's actually overlapping this piece which is already on there, like this. Smooth it out, like that. Tapping across the top, like that. I'm going to cut across the top piece, like this. Like that. Oops. Get rid of that piece. Now I'm going to take some of this off, which I'm not going to be needing, back to about here. Like that. Oops. Now I'm going to mark that corner there on the paper, ready to do a little cut. There. I'm going to cut from this side here across to it, to that point. Like that. Now that will enable that bit to fold under there, and it's popped through. If you can see the match, which I've used it to mark where the bracket's got to go back, like that. Okay. Just make sure it's totally in the right position. Now I'm going to do a vertical cut down through here, through those two layers of paper. So I'm going to need a straight edge, So I could either use one of these, which you can get off the internet or Decorators Merchants, a straight edge like that, or one like this, as long as it's a straight edge to guide the knife. So level the corner there, put the straight edge against the wall, hold it firmly. I've also snapped off the blade, so I've got a nice sharp blade here now for doing this. Keep the blade down low, press hard, so there's enough pressure to go through both layers of paper at this stage. Like that. Now if we fold this back again, like this, take this piece out from underneath, like that. Take this one out of the way. Now this piece should go back and be a perfect fit now, like that. Then bend that underneath once again. So now we've made our own joint up through there, through the papers, which is virtually an invisible joint. Let's get a sponge now, to wipe that off a bit, like that. Right, the last thing to do on this corner here is just to trim around this bit of waste here, and I found the best way to do this is to mark it either with the rounded edge of one of these putty knives or just the back of the pair of scissors would do it as well. So you can either just use the back of the pair of scissors and go across, or one of these putty knives just to get a little crease in the paper like that, just so we're going to be trimming it with the scissors. That's all. And gently pull it down, because we want to rip it at this stage, like that. Trim along where we've done our mark, like this. And that one. Hold them over, that back. There we go. Give it a little brush on my brush. There we go. There we go, all done. Now that's completed. So down through here, we've now got an invisible joint, which looks nice and neat, which I now need to just work my way along the window and do exactly the same on the other side. Then it's just those two little strips to put in down each side of the reveal to finish it off.